Hey guys, there's a weekly forecast for November 8th, 2020. Okay, we're going to start off with the USD JPY pair. Everything's pretty much the same at this point. So again, we're looking for 101.03. But before that, we'll probably get a pullback to 109 area. Okay. One thing that changed this week is that, first of all, the pullback to 109 could possibly be this 107 at this point. Simply put, prices, there's three trend lines on the monthly chart that price is respecting at this point. The main one is from this pivot here, down here at this 109 level. The second one is here at that 107 level. And the last one is this one right here, going very straight down. Okay, now this one will probably be broken out. So we're thinking maybe this one's possible too. So 107 or 109. Okay. Just a quick recap of what happened this week. It is the same thing. So this 4 hour, this is the 4 hour chart. Price is slowly losing momentum down, right? Because you look on the 4 hour chart, all this area here were very strong price action down on these pivots when it touched that weekly or monthly trend line. But starting from October 8th, the lower price action started to weaken. Although it's going down, it's weak. So these long trades here, they do go up, but they keep respecting that weekly trend line coming down. So I guess we could still expect it's slowing down, so the downtrend is slowing down, so more of a rounding of price. Okay. Yeah, and since the elections are over now, I will consider taking a long trade only if though it's very strong. So preferably I want the 4 hour price to start rounding out a little bit more. And then a strong trade long I might take first of all to this 107 area right here. Okay. So sum up the USD JPY. Yeah, so ultimately the target is this 101 level at this pivot low. But before that, I'm pretty sure we'll get a pullback to 107 or 109 area. Okay. So basically, we'll be looking for longs, but it has to be a very strong long. Again, watch for price on the 4 hour, maybe even on the hourly chart to start rounding out a little bit. Okay, because that's what's happening. This was strong short, weakening just through price action on these pivots. The next stage should be a rounding out of price. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and if you like these videos, please subscribe. That really helped me out, guys. Thanks, man. Okay, so let's go on to the next pair, which is Aussie NZD. Okay, the Aussie NZD. Right. So the basic outline. This is a monthly chart. So there was a strong double bottom here, right, and a strong trend line down here, respected many times. But this touch on this trend line right here, you look on the lower price action, which is here, it wasn't strong. Okay. So ultimately, this double bottom is probably stronger. So we're targeting 1.0944, possibly 1.1040 and beyond. Okay. Some possible places we're looking for longs right here on this daily trend line. So from this pivot here up to this pivot, this area here, if you boil down to the 4 hour chart, this price action right here is very strong long. Okay, so possibly that point where it's going to turn up again may have formed. If you remember last week, I was talking about this staircase pattern is weak. to put this into more simple terms, like visual terms, is that the way this is coming down, the price is too wide apart, the pivots. See how this is more compact here? This is stronger price action than this one. Okay, just a little tip for you guys. Yeah, so this week, if there's a nice pullback back down to this daily trend line right here, and there's a strong trade long, I might just take that one. Okay, at a basic level, we'll be targeting, let's see, that monthly trend line up here at 1.0950. Okay, so to sum up, the Aussie NZD, there's a double bottom long against a weak downtrend line. Thus, we should have price come right back up to 1.0950 or 1.1029 and beyond. Okay, and the possible places to look for entry long is on this daily trend line. Okay, remember it's at this pivot low connected to this guy here, this trend line right here. Start looking for trades on that. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the next pair. The NZD USD. Let's try that one. NZD USD, what's happening with you? Oh, okay. Right, so I think last week I explained that I was giving signals here short on this pivot, and I think this pivot. At this level, I told everyone to get out because the price is turning long, and it did. So that was a good thing. But what happened here is that long trade right here on this daily chart, well, I didn't take it or put out any signals because of the elections. Okay, and it already hit its target up here. This short stop loss level up here. Okay, so yeah, the NZD USD pair right now, there's no setups at this point. The trade just went. Okay, so yeah, to sum up NZD USD, for the time being, there's no trade setups right now. Okay, so when something sets up, I'll post it on Twitter, or next week I'll put it in the next forecast. All right. Okay, let's go to Euro Yen. Oh, it's already here. Okay. Okay, so the Euro Yen is more about like a midterm trade, midterm forecast. Okay, so basically what's happening here, if you look on the weekly chart, there's a strong long trade right here, right at this pivot low. These trades are not as strong as the stop out here. So price obviously will not fall all the way down to here. It should go up just to stop out these guys again at 127.03. So we want some long setups to form so we could long it all the way to 127.12. Some places you could look for setups, maybe this trend line, for this daily trend line from this pivot to here. It's not that strong though, to be honest. So, yeah. Okay, to sum up the Euro Yen, basically we're looking for longs. Well, I'm looking for longs to 127.06. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to fall down here. I'm not sure where the long trade will form. It could possibly be on this daily trend line here from this pivot up to the target of 127.06. Okay. Let's go on to the Euro USD pair. Okay. All right, the Euro USD, where are you? Oh. Euro USD, what are you doing? Oh, okay. So the Euro USD pair, it formed a pretty nice long trade right here last week. But again, the elections, I couldn't trade it. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be long on this anyway, right? First target being up here at 1.2008. That's highly probable. At the same time, one thing I want to be looking for is that this weekly trend line right here, this pivot high all the way just to this pivot, and this horizontal, it's not horizontal, it's almost horizontal, downward trend line from this pivot to this pivot. This area here where these two downward trend lines intersect, if price action starts to look very strong short on the lower time frames at this level, so for example 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, maybe even the daily chart, this will actually probably be a short. Okay, and the target will be right down here to 1.1596. Yeah, so any strong lower price action short will do. But one little hint of advice is that you always want to look at price action in terms of the visuals too. So, for example, if you're looking for a strong price action down, they want to be roundy. They don't want to be sharp like this. These sharp moves are typically not that strong in terms of price action. Strong price action short, for example, is more, they round out this way, like that. Okay, so if that happens on this weekly trend line area, you know, this 1.1900 area, you could probably short it right back to this trade right here at 1.1598. Okay. All right, to sum up the EurUSD, there was a long setup here, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are long right now. But you want to watch out for this weekly trend line right here, this 1900 level. If the lower time frames start to make strong short price action at that 1900 level, should be up here, well, you guys could take a short. Yeah, so if I didn't enter this trade either long, but if you're in it, be careful about 1900 level. And if you're not in any trades on the EurUSD, that's a possible trade setup with the target at 1.1598. Okay, I think that's it. Right. Okay. So have a good week, guys, and good luck trading. Thanks.